The Journey of Daniel and Samuel, a tale of hard work, consistency, and orderliness. Once upon a time, in the busy city of Capetown, there lived two brothers, Daniel and Samuel. Even though they were close in age, they were very different from each other. Daniel was hardworking, organized, and believed that doing a little bit every day was the best to succeed. Samuel, on the other hand, liked to have fun and do things at the last minute. He thought that things would just work out somehow. Their parents, Mr. and Miss Carter, owned a small bakery in the heart of Capetown. The bakery was called Carter's Delights and was famous for its fresh bread and tasty pastries. The shop had big glass windows and golden letters spelling the name, and the smell of warm bread would drift down the busy street, drawing people in. Mr. and Miss Carter believed in working hard and had built the bakery with his wife from nothing. They hoped that one day their sons would take over the family business, but Daniel and Samuel had their own dreams. Daniel wanted to become an architect. He loved drawing and designing buildings, and he spent hours making sure his sketches were perfect. His room was always neat with stacks of drawing papers, rulers, and pencils all lined up perfectly. Samuel wanted to become a musician. He was really good at playing the guitar, but he didn't practice much because he thought his natural talent was enough. His room was the opposite of Daniel's. Clothes on the floor, guitar picks scattered everywhere, and sheets of music crumpled in the corner. As they got older, their parents always told them how important it was to work hard and stay consistent and keep things organized. Success doesn't happen overnight, Mr. Carter would say. It comes from working hard every single day. When the boys finished high school, they went separate ways. Daniel went to a big university in the city to study architecture, while Samuel joined a local band hoping they would become famous. At university, Daniel had a lot of classes, homework, and late-night study sessions. He kept his notes neat and made a study schedule and practiced designing skills every day. His teachers noticed how dedicated he was and often praised his work. Samuel, meanwhile, loved playing at local gigs with his band, but because he didn't practice regularly, his skills didn't improve much. He often missed practice and showed up late for rehearsals and relied too much on his natural talent. His bandmates got frustrated, and soon there were arguments and disagreements. Back in Capetown, the bakery was still doing well, but Mr. and Miss Carter missed their sons a lot. They wrote letters to Daniel and Samuel, sharing stories from home and giving them advice. Daniel always wrote back, telling them about his progress and any problems he faced. Samuel didn't reply as often because he was too busy having fun with his band. Years passed and Daniel graduated with top honors. He got an internship at a famous architecture firm because of his hard work and dedication. He quickly moved up in the company. His designs were creative and precise, showing how consistent and organized he had been through his studies. Samuel's journey wasn't as smooth. His band struggled to get noticed, and the lack of discipline caused more arguments. Eventually, the band broke up, leaving Samuel feeling lost and sad. One day, Samuel returned to Capetown, hoping to find comfort at home. His parents welcomed him with warm hugs and kind words. Daniel, who was now working on a big architectural project in the city, also came home to visit. During dinner, the family laughed and shared stories. Samuel listened closely as Daniel talked about his success, feeling both proud and a little regretful. After dinner, Mr. Carter sat down with Samuel for a serious talk. "Son," Mr. Carter said gently, "you have an amazing talent, but talent isn't enough. You need to work hard, stay consistent, and keep things organized. It's never too late to start again." Samuel nodded, thinking about his father's words. Inspired by Daniel's success and his parents' support, he decided to give his music career another try, but this time he would do things differently. Samuel started by making a daily schedule. He set specific times to practice his guitar and write new songs. He contacted some old friends and formed a new band. This time, he made sure everyone knew how important it was to practice regularly and stay committed. Slowly but surely, their music got better and they started getting more fans. Meanwhile, Daniel's big architecture project was almost finished. He invited his family to the opening of the new community center he had designed. The building was beautiful, showing all the hard work and attention to detail Daniel had put into it. As Samuel watched his brother proudly stand by his creation, he felt even more determined to succeed. He realized that success wasn't just about talent or luck. It was about working hard every day and being consistent. Months turned into years, and Samuel's band became very popular. Their songs touched people's hearts, and they were invited to perform at big events. Samuel's hard work and consistency paid off. People admired not just his talent, but also his dedication and professionalism. One day, Samuel got an invitation to perform at the opening of a new cultural center, the very one Daniel had designed. It was a special moment for the brothers. They had both achieved success by working hard and staying consistent. As Samuel performed on stage and Daniel watched from the audience, they both felt incredibly proud. They had learned important lessons along the way and knew that these lessons would help them in the future. After the show, the brothers stood together looking at the crowd that had come to celebrate their success. Samuel turned to Daniel and said, "Thank you for showing me the right way. I've learned that with hard work, consistency, and being organized, anything is possible." Daniel smiled and replied, Thank you for reminding me to follow my dreams. We've both come a long way." The story of Daniel and Samuel became famous in Capetown. Many young people were inspired by their journey and learned the importance of hard work, consistency, and being organized. Their stories showed anyone could succeed if they put in their effort. The brothers continued to do well in their careers, also supporting each other and remembering the lessons they had learned. Their story became a symbol of hope and inspiration, reminding everyone that the road to success is built on hard work, dedication, and keeping things in order. And so, Daniel and Samuel lived happily, knowing they had achieved their dreams through hard work and determination. The end.